So nobody knows me, should know me beyond here. And my assurance to you is that I do not hold any private meetings with any parties or advocates for purposes of hearing over. And you can disclose those who, yes, those who are familiar with my court and the practice of the court. We do serious business. True. It's a friendly court, such that nobody should be scared of anything. I can see some advocates have attempted to rob. It will depend on the weather. If it becomes necessary at the hearing of the petition, then we may have to rob, just as an honor to this process. I also take it as an honor to be given the opportunity to preside over this election petition for the parties. And my duty will be to serve, not to help. I want to make that very clear. It will be to serve and not to help any party. And that's what I've always done, and I'll continue doing. And I don't know whether you want me to interpret that further. In other words, no party should be afraid of the outcome of this election petition. The court will rely on the evidence, the pleadings, the evidence, the law, that is the constitutional provisions and the law, enabling law, and the submissions that will be brought forward to persuade the court to make a determination, not on the basis of any other influence. I want to also make it clear that this court does not have any agents. This particular judge has no agents. No agents. In the political arena, parties have got agents who sit here and there to take care of their interests. I do not have agents who take care of my interests. All of you are my clients. The petitioner or the petitioners and the respondents are all my clients. They are the people of Kenya who have given me this job to do. So I promise you that I'll serve you to the best of my ability. You don't have to fear anything. You don't have to fear anything, because in a dispute, there's always two sides of the coin, isn't it? Two sides of the coin. That means you wait for the outcome. Do not try to help the court to reach an outcome. The court has sufficient resources. Do not help me to reach an outcome. The only help I'll need from the parties is cooperation. The only help I'll require from the advocates is to give me a good case from both sides, well researched in terms of submissions. For the parties, you have already submitted your evidence, so the court will rely on that evidence, plus the authorities and the persuasions that will be received from both sides of the divide. So you do not have to be afraid of anything. You are before a court of competent jurisdiction and a court of integrity. So on that note, it is not necessary for you to try to get anybody in the name of an agent or anybody who is known to the judge. All those who are in this room can now proudly say that they know the judge who is going to handle this petition. So you all know me, isn't it? So nobody knows me, should know me beyond here. And my assurance to you is that I do not hold any private meetings with any parties or advocates for purposes of hearing of a particular case that is before me. And that should also go on record. It's being recorded as I speak, and it will be a transcript that will be available for the future. But I'm also aware, because having been both as an advocate in private practice and as a judge, I'm also aware that there are some very unscrupulous human beings who will pretend to be trying to help parties, and they might just try to go through other people to receive some tokens from parties in the name of helping. I am glad that I can see one of the parties here, the former governor, His Excellency Kidero, you are here. I don't know whether Her Excellency, the current governor, is here, or deputy governor. Thank you, welcome. Yes, and therefore they will pretend that they know the judge or they are close to the judge and they can influence the outcome in your favor. If you get the decision in your favor, it's because I believe you deserve, not because you have influenced anybody. Therefore, let nobody lie to you. Let no security officer, let no court official or assistant or legal researcher, because we work also with legal researchers, we work with security teams, we work with the court officials. None of them is capable of influencing the decision. The decision will come from me as a judge based on the facts and the law that I will apply to what you have given me. I thought it's important just to make those highlights. Not because I am suspecting anybody here, no, but it's important. In such cases, it's not unusual to find some people having mileage and even fleecing parties in the name of, me, I'm going to help you because I know so and so. Not at all. You are now all known to me. I now know all of you as parties before me. Thank you. So having made my own disclosure, I would wish to maybe hear from counsel for the petitioners whether you have got any disclosures to make or any address. Because as I say, today is preliminaries, and then we will go to the actual pre-trials. Thank you very much. Ms. Soweto?
Judge, thank you very much for the address that you've made. I think it's very important in the context of today. We are grateful for the court's candid disclosure and even just for setting the tone with which we are going to handle petition. On our part, we do not have any disclosures to make. I think it's an interesting exercise because we are all friends here, and we hope that we can all together work to assist the court to get justice as the court has stated. Our job is to facilitate not just access to justice, but the work of the court in upholding the law for both parties and doing justice in the petition. So we thank you, Judge. I don't know, if any of my colleagues for the petitioners, they don't have anything to say. Everything else we have said privately.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much. That is for the petitioners. Any counsel from the rescuing selection?
This is the chief.
Maybe just remind you of your name, counsel.
Mr. Olin.
Yes, Mr. Olin. Thank you, counsel. Yes.
My name?
Yes, counsel.
On behalf of the
That is Mr. Muma. Okay.
we thank you for your introductory remarks, and from our end, I think we don't have disclosures to make. Maybe all I will say is that my partner,